Hey guys, Mount Vernon Kid here, back again. How's everybody doing out there? Welcome back to another comic. We are on episode, what is this, 144, I believe? Almost to 150, wow. So I'm here to deliver my review for this week's books, guys. Very much. I got a good variety here for you guys. Got some indie, got the big two, and of course, let's kick it off, shall we? So we're going to kick this off, ladies and gentlemen, in Action Lab Entertainment, and it's called Stray, #1. Writer of this is, I want to get the names right, Vito Del Sante and Sean Isakahi, I hope I'm saying your name right, does the artwork. Basically, this is a story of the main character here, known as Doberman. Yeah. He's like a combination of, I would guess you can say, Batman and Nightwing in a sense, because if you see his uterus sticks look like bones. They look like bones. Are really good. If you see flashing, that's my television, guys. So don't worry about that. Anyway, we get to see that his sidekick, known as the Rockwaller, is his son, and it becomes like a murder mystery because the main character here, Doberman, gets killed. He's tossed out of a 50-story building. He dies. His blood is drained, and then we get more into what his son is doing now. It starts in the past, and then it goes into the present, and you get to see what his son is doing now, things like that. And it was really interesting. Looking forward to how the rest of this goes in terms of what the son is going to do to find his father's killer, and who did it, and why did they do it. So the who, what, where, and why is definitely something I'm looking forward to this. But this is known as Stray. Very interesting. Alright, so we move on to BENITZ Productions. Lady Mechanica, #4. Excuse me, let me get some more light in here. There we go. That's more like it. Okay, Lady Mechanica, #4. First of all, she looks cool. Still continuing the case of the missing mechanical girl. Lady Mechanica deduces that maybe that Lord Blackpool is involved in her disappearance. So she sneaks upon his airship, and it's like a masquerade party on there, and she needs to go incognito in disguise to get close, get some clues, to figure out this case. And on the way, she meets some people that, remember the carnies that she was with in last issue, also goes on because it is the daughter of one of the members of the carnival. And the plot thickens even further when they get more in depth into everything. But other than this, very good storytelling. Just when you look at Lady Mechanica's personality, it's so cool. She's very confident and knows her stuff, as well as, like, anytime I read it, I just hear Kate Beckinsale's voice coming out of her. It was good. This was good. Alright, move on to Dynamite, and we have Legendary Green Hornet, #1. This is Green Hornet Steampunk. Him and Kato, as you can see, Steampunk. The writer of this, Daryl Gregory, and artwork by Brent Peebles. Very good artwork. Mr. Gregory, you did a good job with this. I enjoyed this. This was interesting to see that it's like in the city there are different factions, like gangs, that are trying to get control of the city. And of course, Britt Reed and Kato intervene. You got even one of them being led by a child who was a child prodigy of a former killer. They call him, what was his father's name? His name is Cedric Arrow Sr., and he was known as the Murder King. This kid literally just, because they were laughing at him at one point, he just literally sliced this guy's throat, like, no problem. And it was like, God dang. But it was interesting to see, first of all, it's interesting to see Green Hornet with a top hat instead of his classic fedora. He still has pretty much the same kind of skill sets, you know, in terms of Kato's still the martial artist, things like that. The Black Beauty is different. They're on their third version because I think Kato has said that Hornet has crashed the other two. He still has his gas gun and things like that, but it's just very interesting to see him in this look with the top hat and things like that. And because of their intervene in this kind of gang war, there's a bounty now on Kato and the Green Hornet. Good stuff. Very good. Sorry about that noise. Colonel's calling me. Colonel, what you want? No, I'm just messing with you guys. It's just my phone. Alright, move on to Lone Ranger. Vindicated, number 4. Justin Gray, you did a fantastic job with this miniseries, sir. And Ray Villela's your artwork, very suitable. This cover suits it all. Very much. This was a sad issue, guys. Very sad. I'm not going to spoil a lot in here, but the cover kind of gives it away that something bad happens in this. But what I did like is at the end where literally right here you can see Miss Fiona, the woman that kind of was throwing herself at the Ranger. She dies, and her last request, I'm going to spoil this for you guys, her last request is to see the Ranger's face. She sees his face before she dies, and she even says, "You're a handsome man," and he even tells her his real name, John. But very sad issue. It was good, but it was sad at the end. But this was good. Very well done. I even tweeted Mr. Gray and told him, very good job with this. Alright, moving on to Red Sonja 100. This is basically a special celebrating 5 years Sonja has been with Dynamite. This is them showing their appreciation to her. Got the Ed Benz cover. Yeah, you can't see that. You got that. Yeah. You got Eric Truman, Roy Thomas, Michael Alvin Omenning, Gail Simone, Luke Lieberman. All these people are on this. There are 5 stories in this special, this 48-page special. And each one tells like a different intake detail of Sonja. My favorites were The Torch, which was written by Gail Simone. That one felt like it was, what if, so this is just my opinion, guys. It felt like, what if Sonja met like her idol. Let's say, for example, Sonja met a dying Xena. Because the girl that is dying in this, which is like somebody she knew, her father used to tell stories, looks like Xena. And I'm like, this girl looks like Xena. She's dying. And it's what if Sonja did a favor for Xena. Like, what if someone stole the shock room from Xena while she was dying? Sonja got it back for her. That's how it kind of played off. Instead of the shock room, it was just her sword. The woman's name was, what was the name of the woman again? what was the name? Her name was Amina of the Ruby Black. Amina, oh, come on. Yeah. The other story, there was another story where Sonja is just trying to get some sleep, and she falls into this trap of this spider demon. That was good. The other one kind of had like a Rapunzel, a demonic Rapunzel feel. Was good. And the last one, she actually gets to talk. The last story is she gets to talk to her deceased father. And I love that one. That one was really good. Is where her father is telling her, you know, I don't want you to avenge me. Like, I want you to be happy. I want you to live and things like that. Be happy, my daughter. And stuff like that. I was like, ooh, that was good. So this was a really good special. Was it worth, how much was this? Was it worth pretty much $7.99? That's hard to say. Some of the stories were good, but I don't think it was worth. I only think they priced it that high is because of basically the time spent with Red Sonja and with Dynamite. But this was good, very much. We move on to Legendary Comics Epochalypse number 4. Jonathan Hennessy and Shane Davis. This continues to be one trippy title. Basically, guys, the how can I put it? The law enforcement of this world is still on the trail of the merchant who's selling products from the past or products from the future or the present to the inhabitants of this world. Because like I said, this world is like the past, the present, and the future combined. Things like that. But still just trippy stuff. But I like trippy. It's cool. Very much. We move on to Bitch Planet number 3. Kelly Sue DeConnick, Wilson the Fourth. So I got to finally see what me mentor, me bro, Blue Goblin thought of the first issue of Bitch Planet, and he says he likes it, but I got the right reaction when I was looking for him. But this issue right here, really gets us more into the cast members. And in this issue, we learn more about one of the inmates of Bitch Planet, Penny Roll. She's the big woman, and she has a past. I'm not going to spoil anything. It was very much enlightening, but also like very sad at times. I was just like, wow, she's had it rough, you know. But I love that line that her grandmother always says, don't fix what's not broken. What's not broken, don't fix. And I love that. I thought that was really good stuff. Really good storytelling by Miss D. That's my nickname for her. Keep it up. Very much enjoyed it. Not going to spoil a lot of this, but it was good. It was good stuff. Lazarus, number 15. Oh my God. Oh my God. Mr. Roca, I tweeted to you, sir. Oh my God. Fuck yeah. I'm not going to spoil anything, guys. If you read Lazarus, all I'm going to say is, in one word, it's taking a little bit from Gabi. Damn. Yes. Good storytelling. And the last indie book we have is Xenoscope, number 7 of Mr. Pat Shan. Robyn Hood, number 7. Good stuff. where do I begin with this? I don't want to spoil a lot from this either. What I will spoil is that we find out Marion's preference, Marion's sexual preferences. Marion is gay. She's gay, and we get to see it. And they did it beautifully in this. I was just like, that was nice. And I love how she explains to the girl she went on her date with why she doesn't let it get, it wasn't broadcast, like even when she was in the mist. Things like that. I thought it was really, really good. Robyn is on the trail of a certain cult. She gets a little bit of some help from some friends. But other than that, Mr. Shant, you're doing just a brilliant job with this. And I can't wait to see the next issue. Good stuff. Alright. We move on to the Marvel books. We started off with all new Captain America #4. Love that cover of Cobra and Armadillo fighting Sam, if you could see that cover. So basically, Sam is still on the trail of Zemo. After beating Sin, he's moving on. Little help from Misty Knight, of course. Always great to see Misty. And he's in India. He's in like one of the like the ghettos of India, you know. And he's talking to them, you know, he's monologuing, great monologuing by Mr. Remender with, you know, from Sam. Just how he looks at, you know, he's like the slums of India. He's like, people shouldn't be living like this. Stuff like that was really good storytelling. I loved it. And unfortunately, he knows that this is the kind of place that Hydra would use as like a fallout. You know, people wouldn't look here. And Sam was right. And he comes into contact with Armadillo. And Sam knows Armadillo. A lot of people know Armadillo. And he's telling them, he's like, yo, this is not you, man. Why are you working for Hydra? Why are you doing this? You know? And, you know, it's kind of their classic routine. Hydra says they're going to be able to cure him and things like that. We all know that's bullshit. We all know that. And Sam is able to reason with him. And it was good stuff. And then, of course, there's the fight between Sam and Baron Zemo. And let's face it, Sam is able to take it to Baron Zemo. However, he does something that you're never supposed to do. You turn your back just for a second on Zemo, and he will capitalize. And that's where it ends, right there. Not going to spoil anymore, but it was good stuff. Very good. Avengers World, #17. This was just beautiful. This was beautiful. This was a love story, pretty much. It's basically about Smasher, one of the the first human Imperial Guard member, and Sam Guthrie, my boy Cannonball. Basically, it's how far Cannonball is going to go to say that he loves him. He loves someone. How far would you go to pronounce your love to someone? Sam does that. Little help from Corsair, but he gets to Smasher and tells Smasher that he loves her. He'll stay with her. He wants to be with her. This kind of explains a little bit more of that future that we see Sam on another world with a child. And Smasher, she loves Sam too. And she drops another bombshell on Sam. And she's pregnant. Sam is going to be a daddy. And we see that. This was just a great love story, you know. You could play a little bit of Michael Bolton, you know. When a man loves a woman. Yeah, how far? Yeah, that's basically what this was. So this was good. I enjoyed this very much. And speaking of enjoying, Black Widow, #15, Edmondson. Sir, You were killing it on this title. Natasha is in Barcelona, still on the trail of the organization known as Chaos. And she's getting closer and closer. Very close. And Chaos actually puts up a wall block to try to stop her. However, Natasha gets a little help from a ally that is very much a part of her past. And I'm not going to spoil who that is, but it was good to see him. Yes, it's a him. And Natasha is still... Ooh, it gets even deeper into them. Just who Chaos really is and how far do their influences go. And it's just... you're just loving it. And this cover is badass. I love it. But good stuff here. Very good stuff. I enjoyed it very much. Captain America and the Mighty Avengers #5. Ewan, you still do a good job with this, sir. You got one part, you got kind of several stories going on in this. Still continuing the story with White Tiger trying to find the person who killed her uncle, or, you know, not her uncle, her brother, the original White Tiger, with Power Man Victor Alvarez. Then you got another story with Spectrum, Monica Rambeau, along with Spider-Man, and Blue Marvel in his like Fortress of Solitude. He has a Fortress of Solitude too. We get to see his son, which is cool. Blue Marvel actually acknowledges Spider-Man as, like, you know, people should come to you more with your scientific knowledge, know-how, which we gotta admit, Spidey's smart. You know, he's a scientist at heart. Let's showcase that more. And of course, also we get to see what's going on with Jessica and Luke dealing with this Quantrell guy. And it just, all three stories are really good, well paced and well told, and it gets further in depth into what the hell is going on, especially with the Quantrell guy. I'm not gonna. At the ending was just like, what the hell? Like, but it was good, very good indeed. This has been a good series. I've been enjoying that. Talk about good series, guys. Deathlok, #5, Mr. Edison again. Edison. This is by far the sleeper hit of 2014 for Marvel. Don't sleep on this title, people. I'm telling you. This keeps going deeper and deeper into what the hell. Even Tony Stark himself says the technology that is used on Henry Hayes' Deathlok is even more advanced than he won't say it, his technology, but he's even saying it's advanced. I don't want to spoil too much of that, but it's the ending that just got me, especially what happens between Henry Hayes and the people that are controlling him. All I'm going to say is, what is the saying that the Shadow says? Yeah. Iron Fist, the Living Weapon, #9. I'm trying to look for a word to just describe this. Unbelievable. Danny is back, along with some allies. He's ready. He's healed. He's ready to take on the One again, who is literally almost a combination of his father. Now, unfortunately, Danny is kind of cut off from Kulung, and he can't tap into the Iron Fist anymore, the chi of the Iron Fist anymore. But at the end, ooh, the one better look out now, because Danny is recharged and he is ready. Good stuff. Miles Morales, number 10, Bendis. Good stuff. This was good. This still continues to be great. Miles, I won't spoil everything here, but the biggest thing is finding out that Miles, he fights Electro and Sabretooth in here, because Sabretooth and Electro are fighting, and he's sitting back and he's watching it. He's like, you know what, I'm not going to get involved. Then they turn their attention. Then Cloak and Dagger comes to help out, and then he talks to Cloak and Dagger. He's like, Dagger, I need to talk to you. Girl talk. You know, you're a girl, I need to talk to you. She's like, okay. And he's talking about Kate Bishop, Ultimate Kate Bishop. And Dagger's like, I never liked her. And it's like, and, you know, Miles is telling, I told her I'm Spider-Man. And they're like, what? Why'd you do that? And things like, and it's kind of like, you know, just, it's funny because Kate, Dagger is just clearly does not like Kate Bishop. And Cloak is like, you only met her once. That's all it takes. You know, and things like that. They're telling Miles, like, you shouldn't have told her your secret. Things like that. We understand maybe your father, but her, no. And it, you know, things like that. And then the ending, what Dagger says, what Cloak says to Dagger was funny. I thought that was funny. But then it's the kind of, what's that old saying, you know, between, you know, the boyfriend, you know, meeting the girlfriend's dad. You know, you're getting good with the father, you're home free, right? Not here, because Hail Hydra. Good stuff. Moon Knight, number 12, Mr. Woods. Good job. So we left off with that cliffhanger in issue 9 where Mark is free falling to his death. You know, he's kind of accepting it, you know. And unfortunately, he tells Khonshu one last time. He's like, yo, Khonshu, you may be a god, but you made the wrong choice in making his quote-unquote psychiatrist his new avatar. And Khonshu is like, okay, you earned it, and saves Mark's life. And Khonshu even realized that maybe he made the wrong choice of making the doctor, what's her name again? What is her name again? Dr. What was her name? Dr. God dang, what's your name? What is her name? I'm trying to remember so I can remember her name. Oh, god damn, what is her name? Damn it, what is your name? Dr. Alisa Warsami, yeah. That's her name. And it's even to that point, even Khonshu himself starts to realize, like, she's broken. This isn't about vengeance and everything. You know, she just wants to kill the warlord that nearly wiped out her village. It's just that. It's not about anything else. And she's broken. And it's literally to the point Khonshu comes back to Mark. He even said, he's like, all right, you kind of made your point. And I'm like, wow, way to go, Mark. Mark actually was able to convince the god of the moon, the Egyptian god of the moon and vengeance. She's crazy. She's not, this is not what you should use as an avatar. So it was kind of interesting. Very, very interesting indeed. I liked it very much. Good storytelling by Mr. Wood. Very good indeed. And I apologize for that. I was trying to find the damn name. Alright. Storm number 8. Greg Pak is doing a great job of showcasing who Aurora Monroe is. She's a hero. She's great. She's not Greg Pak right here. When he's writing her, he does not write her as a bitch and making her bitchy and like uncaring. No, he writes her perfectly, and I love that. So we're still dealing with Storm, still trying to figure out the man, people who set her up, and why everything played out the way it did. And does she find out? Spoiler. Yes, she does. Does she find the man responsible? Yes, she does. Storm just showcases that, don't fuck with her. Literally, don't fuck with her, or you're in some serious doo-doo. She showcases why she is, and why she is on that list as one of the Omega level mutants. Good stuff. In the ending, well done, Mr. Pak. Very good stuff. I enjoyed that. Alright, so that's all the Marvel, guys. Fortunately, guys, only got 2 DC for you. Green Lantern, New Guardians, number 39. One more to go before this ends. This is the end. This is Oblivion. Mr. Jordan, this was just pretty much an action-packed issue between, I guess you could say, Kyle Light and Kyle Dark. I guess that's the way to put it. And boy, oh boy, is it just back and forth, banter. The dark side of Kyle saying, this is what you're going to become this way because you have the life equivalent, in you, the White Lantern power. This is what you're destined to become with me. Things like that. And, the quick banter back and forth. No, I will not. I will never become you. And, the Dark is showcasing Kyle's past, all the people he's lost and things like that. And, Kyle is trying to overcome that using the power of the White Lantern. It's back and forth, banter, back and forth. He tries to tell Carol to get out of here. I'm going to handle this myself. And, at first it looks like Kyle has the upper hand. And then I've seen kind of storytelling like this before. And, the villain does something that just grabs the attention of the hero. And then the hero's at the villain's mercy at once. And then the ending where the cavalry arrives. And yeah, storytelling like that. That's pretty much what this was. It wasn't bad, but yeah. Looking forward to seeing how this ends. I just hope Kyle doesn't die. That's what I'm saying. Like, don't kill Kyle off again. Alright. Wonder Woman 39. The Finches still continue to tell good storytelling, in my opinion, between everything in between all these titles that Diana now has, and all these 3 responsibilities. And we're starting to see that maybe she won't admit it, but maybe it's starting to get to her. She's trying to be the god of war. That's starting to get her. And we kind of see that involved very much in there, even to the point where Superman has to even tell her, look, Diana, stop. Like, he's down. we're also starting to see that, her trying to be the queen of the Amazons, trying to keep, trying to showcase to the Amazons that the old ways, that's not the right way to go now. We have brothers. We don't just have sisters. We have brothers that are a part of us as well. And it's really playing some head games with her. But one thing I did love what the Finches did is showcase that Paradise Island, Themyscira, Hippolyta is truly a part of Themyscira now. That she can talk to, Diana can talk to her. She's like a part of the island. And she's willing her daughter on to tell her, you have to showcase to the Amazons, to our Amazon brethren and sisterhood, that change is good. And we get to see that. The one thing we also get to see is that the Amazons have literally kicked out the male Amazons and literally said if they come back, they're going to die. And they're scared. The male Amazons know that the Amazons kicked us out because they traded us for weapons. So why should we stay? And Diana's like, look, no, you stay here. I'm going to settle this. She goes back and tells him, like, and she sees Donna Troy, who has been appointed the new queen of the Amazons, saying, like, blood, this is not the Donna Troy that I love. This is a totally different Donna Troy who is kind of bloodthirsty. And she's like, look, anybody who tries to attack us, we're going to kill them, including the men of... And Diana's listening to this, and she's like, I can't believe this. And she comes out and she says, stop. Donna Troy saying, like, who are you? The queen. And it ends right there. It looks like it's about to be a battle between Donna Troy and Diana. And it's just like, ooh, okay. Looking forward to the next. This was good. This was very good. I've been liking the Finch's tale of Diana. And this cover suits it because she's kind of breaking down, But other than that, good stuff. Very excellent week. Guys, thank you for watching. I will see you guys next time on another episode. Next week, I think next week is my huge, definitely, it's going to be big. But other than that, this is Mom and Kid. To you, my fellow comic geeks, the Omni Geek Lord of New York says, thank you for watching. No, I'm not saying follow the buzzard, but stay tuned, keep it real, guys. As always, I shall see you guys next time. Take care.